Hello, Miss Kruger here, and I am going to show you how to do a double exposure effect in Photoshop. So right now I have two images open. I have a simple model over here, and then I also have my cloud effect. You can choose what you want to use for this project. So you're going to need one of a person, and then you're going to need a picture of some sort of texture or background to make this work. So the first step is I'm going to get on my quick selection tool over here, and I'm going to make sure I'm on the plus sign. I'm just going to select my model. If I zoom in, I can see there's kind of a weird spot here at his neck, so I'm going to get on the minus sign. I'm just going to select back that spot. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing right here just to get it a little closer to his glasses. So with your selection, take an extra minute, make sure you have a neat selection. It'll make your final product look better. Now that I have my model selected, I'm going to go over to the right hand side of my screen in my layers, and I am going to make a clipping mask. So to do that, I am going to hit this button that says add a mask. So now you can see I have my person and I have my clipping mask. I want to make the background of this white. In order to do that, I'm going to come back down over here to the circular symbol, and if I click on it, it gives me some options. I'm going to hit the solid color option and change it to white. Now, in order to get this below my model and make it the background, I just have to click in my layer and drag it down. So I have my model and I have a white background. The next step is going to be to pull in my second image. So I'm going to go grab the clouds. I've already unlocked this layer. I'm going to get on the move tool and I'm just going to click and drag my clouds all the way up and over and on top of my model. I'm just going to move this layer up so they're on top of my model. As you can see, this is kind of small, so I'm going to hit the Command T on my keyboard. So again, Command T. I'm going to resize this just so these clouds can totally cover up the model. I'm going to turn down my opacity just to make sure I have the clouds generally where I want them. They look pretty good. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a second to turn that back up. The next thing I am going to do is I am going to change my blending mode. So right here it says normal. I'm going to go ahead and select screen so you can see the model has appeared again through those clouds. You can also mess around with some of these other options if you want to. Okay, but for right now, I am going to go with screen. And then the last step, if you want, you can make another clipping mask by again selecting this layer. And if you get on your paintbrush tool and we turn our hardness all the way down to 0, you can erase back in with that paintbrush and clipping mask any areas of the photo you might not want to be covered. So I'm just going to take a second and erase back in his glasses. But again, this is going to be up to you and what you want to do with your artwork. Other things that I would suggest you might try would be adding adjustments. So you can adjust your levels over here, you can adjust your curves, you can adjust the brightness. You can also use a black and white filter to go over your model. And then right now I have a lot of white background, so I'm actually going to crop mine. So just over here on the left hand side is the crop tool, or shortcut key C. And I'm just going to crop this in a little bit closer. That way there isn't so much negative space. So again, mess with your adjustments. You can add that second layer mask if you want to. Mess with your blending modes over here and make a piece of artwork for you today. If you have any questions, please let me know. Hope you guys have a great day.